quarter to 10. Freezing out here. A little bit of snow. Expected maybe up to a foot. I have no idea. They never get this shit right anyway. So, crazy football games. A lot of upsets. Gawk. I got to call you back, Gawks. I will. I was doing a million freaking things. What's up, my brother? How's everything? Joe, you good?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, I know you've been waiting for it. You're dying to use that Jeep. What's up, my brother? Yeah. Yeah, so it's cold. So I always wanted to do like this weather shit, like live. You ever see these storm trackers? So, yeah, I actually never really wanted to ever do that. But I just came out. Wait, Davey G, what's up, brother? I figured, Davey, I'd give you a little laugh. I was going to do the whole fake weather shit. So we got a storm that's moving from the north, combined with everything from the south. It's going to create. Hey, you ever see the guy on the Weather Channel? Yeah, it's always a guinea too. So, right, and together we're going to get a fucking cyclone or fucking snow. So, right now, as soon as you tell the average person you're going to get snow, whether it's, as you know, up north, further up north than me, whether it's 3 inches, 6 inches, 12 inches, at least the people I know have been around, as soon as they hear snow, everybody runs to the store. You got to go get milk, bread, clean out all the aisles because you can't move around in fucking 2 feet of snow. You can move around. So 3 inches of snow, 6 inches of snow is a cause for attacking the supermarket and going wild. Yeah, I'll tell you this, Davey. I just said we got a march, but it's just started to come down, and it is cold. So that tells me we're probably going to get a lot more than what they say. They're never right anyway. Listen, what job can you be right 30% of the time and still keep it? I ain't getting on them, but it is what it is. Davey, how were some of them upsets today, between yesterday and today? Detroit getting knocked out, right? The Rams had the Eagles, 2 turnovers. They blew that game, but that wasn't an upset. And then the other big upset was, the Commanders beating Detroit is the shock of the season, probably. The Rams beating the Vikings was a huge upset, and I thought they should have beat Philly today. They didn't. But I'll tell you, I said Kansas City would get knocked out. I got to stay with it now, but it's all lining up for them. Detroit would be a problem for them. You don't know now with Jalen Hurts. The Rams could have knocked them off. I'm going to stick with Buffalo, knocking off Kansas City. I'll stay with them to win it all if they hang on here, if they did. It's easy now, but we'll see what happens. I think I put a thumbnail up, for tomorrow midday. Then we're going to start doing, Davey, I was thinking, get people to, we love music, and we'll do music and video reviews. I figured out how to do them, and I don't give a shit if we get copyrighted anyway, but at least they won't shut it down. So I was doing some editing and thumbnailing on that, watching the games. Tonight is Sunday, so forget about it. Macaroni, as some Italians would say, pasta, meatball, sausage, braciole, Davey. Anybody who watches this, the braciole, my wife made them 6 hours they were cooking. The gravy was so dark. Me and OG Mike, over gravy, sauce, the whole bit. We say gravy, he says sauce. She's cooked it so long, it was so dark. GVM. The gravy tonight was so dark, my wife, 6-7 hours since early this morning. So the braciole, anybody else, I don't know any other way to say it, but that way, was unbelievable. It was like, forget about it. It was like shredded. It was unbelievable. So between that, it was the right thing to do to come out and look at the snow, freeze my ass off, give you guys a weather report, and try to walk it off a little bit, because after I do that, I'm going to go back upstairs and have another bowl Another 3, 4 meatballs maybe. Nah. Oh, yo, it's cold. What's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Yeah, listen, hey, I'm running for mayor. I'm a man for the people. I got to say hello to the neighbors. Nice, must have been great. Yeah, well, Gina, I enjoy. I mean, I don't know who doesn't enjoy eating good, any good as long as it's good. I'm blessed that not because she's my wife. Her passion is cooking and baking. So there's nothing she missed her calling. There's nothing she doesn't cook and or bake. Like me, honestly, Italian men, when we're young, we're taught how to cook. We got to be independent. So there's certain things we have to know how to do. But I got to tell you, I didn't pay attention to that class too much. Yeah, I could cook a little bit. I could survive. By the way, the delegate's coming down. He wants to talk to you. Listen. I don't want to hear. Listen, I can't get involved. It's a union issue. Later, my brother. You see, I break all the neighbors' balls. Um, so we, as young members, we learn how to cook. But like my wife, if she could see a new recipe, not because it's her, but it's the truth. You could give me the cooking book. It could tell you do everything it tells you to do in the book, and it'll come out like shit. My wife looks at it once, if she's never made it before, and the first time she makes something, you would think she's been cooking it for 30 years. And because she cares, she loves cooking. When you love doing something, anything you do. Like, I don't like painting. Maureen Frick, how are you? Like, all my dear friends know. You could call me 24/7. My children, whoever, you guys, whoever. You call me 24/7. Don't ever call me to paint your kitchen, paint your bedroom, or move a couch. Can't help you in that area. Just not for painting. To me is torture. Maybe because I painted so much, because I moved so much, But that's that. Maybe that's why I hate painting. Davey, how about you? You like painting, Davey? I can't stomach it. Nothing worse than painting a fence, a wrought iron fence. Nothing worse than that. And I got the OCD anyway, so I got to tape everything out. It takes 4 hours to tape, Davey. You got to do it. If we're going to do it, it's got to be done the right way. So nobody ever wants to be around me. So a 3-hour job turns into 2 days. So I can't blame them. But let's get back to now. I didn't even know I was going to come on, but it's good to see my friends. GDM, I just want to tell you, Gina, if you're still here, Maureen, how about walking the doggies? Jerry, listen, GDM, I never got a chance to ask you. I'm always a little trepidatious, big word, right? To ask. I knew the last time we spoke, we used to joke with the dogs and stuff. I pray Timmy is still with you and he's okay. But we almost lost Jerry too. He got real sick out of nowhere, and it was like, I'm telling you, it was like we were 10 minutes away from making that dreaded phone call. We actually, some would say we went too far, and we just prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for our pets. We always did. And my son was pumping. One of my sons was giving him like a probiotic, and I'm telling you, on the 6th day, it was like he has no clothes. I mean, anybody else probably would have said, we got to put him down. We couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but it was getting to the point where we were going to have to do it, and then that's why I'm not going to, I won't do it now, but you got to believe, because my little guy, it was a miracle. That's why you just saw that little national anthem. I don't know if you saw the short with him sitting there listening to the national anthem. A week before that, for 5.5 days, He laid in his bed. He didn't drink. He didn't eat. His stomach looked like it was 5 times the size of it. We couldn't get any vet to give us any information. Listen, maybe I'll go on a rant about that tomorrow about pet insurance. But I got something else, something else on my mind for a midday daily dose of reality for tomorrow. And then on Patreon, whoever. Oh, so listen, you see with the ADD, Maureen and G, I'll start talking about the dog. If you're there, I was telling Davey, I figured out a way where we could do. OG Mike he's a good dude, there's a way where we could, whether it be through requests or I just start picking shit because you guys know I love music. I know you guys all do, all ranges, where we could listen to music, hear music, critique it, like it, dislike it, shit we never heard before, whatever. Watch the videos, and as long as it's not, I change the speeds up a little bit. Yeah, I know, GDM, I'm sorry. And you know what? That's right. I will. Yes, absolutely. The power of prayer is huge. Jerry got sick out of nowhere, Jeremiah, just like his brother Mikey, who we lost 2 years ago. He got sick out of nowhere. They were trying to kill all the raccoons around here. We think he ate poison, and out of nowhere, Mikey, it was horrible with him. And then when Jerry got sick, we couldn't even understand it. And it was that close, Yeah, so many people, I used to, as you guys know, a little bit of a temper or whatever, but I never, there's a lot of people that don't understand your pets are your family. I used to get stupid questions like, from people that, Stevie, my brother, what's happening? Crazy day, a lot of upsets. I know. Crazy. Good thing I don't put the money down no more, or I'd have another landlord banging on the door. But I would tell him like I told the other ones. We got the Packers laying 3. So, but honestly, all kidding aside, people don't understand. Your pets are your family, and whether you have children or not. I had 4 kids, 2 grandchildren. My pets are still my pets. My children, my son Antonio, who has 2 children, he's got 2 dogs. A huge pit bull, 160 pounds, gorgeous, and Frenchie, not a Frenchie, an English bulldog. And they're his, it's 2 more. My mom, listen, maybe because we raised with, I don't know, but I see people, they leave their animals in the freezing cold. That's something that irritates me bad. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not going to go on about it, but like, that's the kind of shit. Like, if I see it, and I happen to see somebody that's like the owner of the house and watching the dog freeze, yeah, I would probably, tell the guy you're a moron, or something like that. And before you know it, you're fighting over somebody else's pet. But I just can't see cruelty to animals anyway. And I've said this probably in other videos long ago. I got to tell you, my father used to say, now, he had his own ways. My old man used to tell me, Davey, the dog is the only one that doesn't give me a hard time. He used to talk about me and my brothers. The dog is the only one. And he used to tell my mother, the dog is the only one that doesn't tell me to go, go see where you got to go. The dog is with me no matter what. He's got my back. I got to tell you, no matter what, they're with you. They're your partners. So, people that don't take care of their animals, to me, there's some human beings, which is fair to say, there's some human beings that my animals I would treat better than some human beings that do horrific shit. But anyway, hey, what's up, brother? Free Luigi. Oh yeah, well, who knows, what's going on with that. But did everybody panic? I'm not a big TikTok guy. When I say I'm not a big TikTok guy, I'll put some of our upcoming shows onto TikTok. I've never done TikTok live. I have guys, people tell me, some of our content creator brothers that are good with us and friends with us personally, with our show, that I interact with, OG Mike, Stacks, whatever, whoever. There's a few. They'll tell me, oh, jump on IG Live, Instagram Live, TikTok Live. Nah, I just put little videos up, like 1 minute clips, or, like I was breaking balls yesterday with Ray Longo, but not really breaking balls. Ray's my guy. I love Ray, Marab, great guy. They put so much time in with my son, a number love. But me and Ray, there's a long history before that, so, with my family and all of that. So there was a tie there. So watching that fight last night was like watching a family member. It's crazy. I was like screaming at everybody. It was nuts. My house was nuts last night. It was freaking nuts. But that's it. I wanted to, do the fake weatherman act. So we got high pressure from the north, and we got low pressure in the south. And what you have here now is a big combustible bomb. And that's why we're going to be looking at anywhere from 8 to 10 inches of snow. But you ever hear these weather guys? But I starting to see the sanitation, and the plows are coming out now. So we'll start to see it. It was a great fight. But then we're going to start to see if the sanitation starts to get this stuff cleaned up. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's cold out here. And these poor people of Queens, New York, are suffering. Storm chaser, Craig Gatto. That's what I'll do, Davey. Maybe we'll start storm chasing. I never understood that. Now, I'm fucking nuts. I know. You ever get it? These guys that want to chase tornadoes, hurricanes. That takes, you got to be a little bit off your rocker. I am, but no, that's not for me. I'm not looking to chase fucking Category 5 hurricane. I'm not trying to do that. How about you, William? You want to start chasing hurricanes and tornadoes, volcanoes? What's next? That, the whole bungee jumping, and it's good. Gina, Gatto, most of these guys, I don't know, it's the ones I've seen anyway. I don't watch a lot of mainstream. There's a couple of guys on YouTube that have great weather channels, and I trust them. They're usually accurate. Well, I mean, trust them. You know what I mean? I got that vowel at the end of my name. A lot of these weathermen, I think I could do it. And you know what? I could probably guess just as good as them. Like I told Davey before, whatever job can you be right 30% of the time and keep it? You know what I mean? So, Craig Gatto and the Reality Report weather. Yeah, maybe every hour I've done better to do a pop on and give everybody a weather report across the country. I don't know if my wife will think I'm, well, she thinks I'm cracked up anyway, but she told me, she said to people, she said, how do people feel about me, speaking on certain things? Like, that's why, Gina, I asked you. I didn't think about it when we were talking, and I hope in the future it never comes across like that. The reason why I use myself as an example is because there's a couple of people that come in our show, and we're gonna have a kid Tuesday. It's gonna come on live Tuesday. He's like a son to me, and he was like a brother to my older boys. And I don't want to tell his whole story, but I'll give you guys a little snippet of it. He overdosed 14 times. They brought him back every time. 14. And you know what? When he comes on, his name is Nick. We call him Nicky T. He's doing good now. And he wants to do this. He wants to come on. He loves the show. And he wants to tell his journey. So that brings me to, I never know what I want to talk about, but while we went into those discussions, I got to use myself, because I don't want nobody to think I'm prying into their shit, or if I'm talking about something, how do I know about something? Or how could I ever help somebody if they already don't know something about me? Just like something simple. You shouldn't be a bull breaker and crack jokes about somebody if you can't joke about yourself, or be able to accept people breaking your chops. Simple shit, you know? So I always keep it about me, not being about selfish, just letting people understand I got it. I got it. So I'll only speak on things I understand. That's why, or no, because I've been through it. But yeah, Tuesday is it's going to be in the midday because he's in California. So that's Tuesday going to be at 1 o'clock. That thumbnail's going to go up tonight. He actually called me already, Nikki. He said, "Pops, I didn't see the thumbnail up yet." I said, "I got you. Don't worry, pal." So yeah, it's about life journeys, and that's really truly. If you guys ever check out Spotify, you'll hear I had like 6 or 7 audio podcasts. That's what I was doing. That's what I started doing, and then somebody said to me, "Hey, you should go to YouTube." And it wasn't until I got to YouTube I started talking about the nonsense. It's part of your life. So, but I got too wrapped up in the garbage of it. Not shying away from it, but that don't help nobody. All that does is it makes sure maybe some entertaining stories and shit like that. But it's not really helping anybody. I mean, it can take you. Listen, I don't want to say, look, I'm on with my people. They got my back, bro. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you're filing a grievance? You know what happens when you do that again? Do you have any idea I got a vowel at the end of my name? Later, my brother. So listen, my father used to tell me when I was younger, he said, what are you running for, mayor? So I can't help it. I just like to be friendly with people until they aggravate me, and I'm not friendly anymore. But anyway, all right, I spent too much of your Sunday night. I don't know who gets up at 3 in the morning. I don't know who gets up at 6 in the morning and goes to work. So I'm being selfish. And if that's the case, I apologize. Davey, like that, Davey. Davey, if I didn't want people to think we're a clown show, first of all, Davey, what do you guys, G, if you're still there, Maureen, I don't know who's here in the house or not. What do you guys think, honestly, of doing like reaction videos to music and stuff like that? Because I know we all like music, and I figured out the way to do it. To add to the repertoire, I got a major Patreon video, Dave, that's going to take us, for those that want that, to hear that. That's why that's for Patreon. And the reason why it's on Patreon, because of the cesspool of trolls and this, and even though we didn't deal with it too much, I'm like, gee, you take care. Yeah, Timmy decided he's hungry. I wish I could ship some Barzola meatballs over to him, man. A nice piece of semolina bread. All right, we're gonna put. All right. That's good. Chicken's good for him. That's why everybody always tells me I'm terrible for the dogs. I give them everything. Forget it. Tiramisu, cannolis, whatever I eat, they eat. That's why it's not good. But Timmy's in good hands with you. Timmy's in good hands, Gina. I see you. You ever got time, G, in the middle of the day? We come on Mondays. I try to do it every day, midday, the daily dose. Yeah, we're going to do the music daily with Danny G and Cola. Just before I came on, I didn't know I was going to pop on right now. Danny G and Cola just called me. He's thinking either Tuesday or Friday. He's back on. Peaceful night, Gina. Good night. He's coming on. So we got a live interview Tuesday midday. So we won't be doing a daily dose. It'll be a live conversation with a young man that's special to me and my family. And 14 times, Davey. 14. And I think he's going to say more than that. I know of that many. Crazy. But I'm going to let him tell his journey. So we got Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm just be hot topic, whatever comes into the brain, midday. I got to finish that video to go to Patreon with the short teaser video and the pictures. I don't know if you saw it, Davey. There were some pictures and some things that are in that mention some things. There's a whole video to go with that. It's going to take people really inside, stuff I would never say on this. I don't even want to say the word. just due to the fact that it should be said in an intimate setting. It should be said in a more setting where I feel okay with who I'm speaking to, um, and get good. And that's that. But the story behind it and the reason for a lot of why and what's and who's and what happened that night and what actually changed that the bananas. I use that word. Everybody knows who they are, and you know who I was referring to. It changed their fortunes for good that particular night, and I'll break that, and I'll also say why I was, how I'll leave it for that night, but I almost ended up there. But anyway, um, I just popped on, want to say hello, man. See what would ever come in. Crazy upsets, crazy freaking upsets. Somebody wrote me, Davey. I got to make you laugh. Somebody says to me, "How do I feel about that? My videos, our videos, because I say we all are we, get no views. Uh, that I don't feel any particular way about it. Listen, we've always said this from day one. Yeah, it says the number says we have what 700 people subscribed to the channel. Do 700 people come into the chat? Do we get 700 views? No. So whatever. You know what I mean? If there's something we can say in an evening that can make somebody laugh, make somebody entertained, make somebody feel any emotion, I feel like it was worth coming on. If I was able to make somebody laugh tonight, or just take you inside of me playing the weatherman role. All right, my brother. And you could, and that, you know what, Davey? That's what, and again, people go get this twisted that I say in Patreon because I want money. No, no, it ain't that. It ain't that at all. Whatever. We give away fucking links. That's not it. It's about members only. That's the way it is. It's members only. And honestly, if I really had it my way, I'd really be, you've been with me from day one, Tim. Yeah, I mean, it would be real intimate like the social club was. And I'm not trying to draw the comparison, but yeah, you weren't allowed in that social club unless you belonged in there. And I want our thing is about that. So if it was about money, believe me, I know I know how to do it. I'd have guys out there telling people you're joining Patreon. I have other people doing it, and it would be about money, but it ain't about that. It ain't about that. Whatever pennies we make from, and it's well appreciated, it goes towards any streaming service, whatever. It's surviving over there to create a members only thing. So now I have an obligation to make it right. So I got Matty Sweeney, Joey Blunts. He comes in our show sometimes, and we're really going to try to kick ass in that where I do the podcast from and really try to create a studio, Davey. I'm sick of, I don't want to be on that webcam. I don't like it. It's a terrible view for you guys. I hate looking at it if I look back at a video. Um, I just got all the soundproof got shipped to me. Then I'm gonna break some other stuff. We'll be getting involved with this company in Italy, Davey. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just shooting a breeze here now. Um, and we're gonna, I got some sons that are talented in that area. I used to dress all the time. I don't know more. So we're gonna be creating our own kind of fashion line type thing, but it starts with some prototypes. Everything handcrafted, Italian. Everything comes from Italy. Everything. Um, I'm not going to push that kind of stuff on our channel. That's not what it's about. But when we get to the point, I'm probably going to put up a website and do the e-commerce thing, but it will strictly be with our catalog. And then, out of respect to all the people we know or whatever, we'll put, everyday odds and ends and stuff in there. But it's really be about men's clothing, men's shoes, men's sneakers, from youth to teenage to young guys to my age, sorry, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But it is what it is. So that keeps me going, keeps me busy, keeps me thinking, keeps me creating. If I was only better on a computer with editing and shit, I'd like to have somebody honestly um, shoot a video instead of keep doing these. I like playing the music, but these whack intros of pictures and shit, that's like 1980s shit. It's true. But anyway, bro, kept you a half hour. I kept you long. It's late. I know you probably got to get up, and my hands are frozen. Some type of tea. Yeah, we're going. Listen, I could do that. I can't tell you. I could do that now and do like a regular e-commerce. I got a lot of people from YouTube. Forget about the people that came over. Obviously, that Craig just put a T-shirt together. I just don't want. I don't want to. I hate the feeling of being, like a car salesman. I hate that. I hated when somebody did it, and I never. It's funny we were talking about that with my kids, my brother-in-law yesterday. I was always told between car salesmen and lawyers, the worst, the worst. I hope you weren't a car salesman, Davey. Always push it. But no, I mean, we'd go, whatever we do. Listen, I would love, I got a design kit. You guys into that shit, Cinnamon Girl, whatever. You just can design away, whatever you just come up with, Like Maddie said, get some t-shirts, some hats, hoodies, whatever. We could do that. You know what? We could do that. And we could do it in like on an e-commerce type scale. So we're not buying in bulk. It's not like I'm buying 100 sweatshirts, 100 this, or whatever. So somebody wants to order something, they see a little catalog, and they order, and the money goes to them directly. Whatever the show makes, and we beat nobody over the head. Like, honestly, like my son, all his years of training, or my other boys, all their years of training, and you belong to the gyms, and you pay the memberships, and then you got to buy the gis and the shirts and the shorts and this and that, and they're beating you over the head. You know what I mean? Come on. So I don't believe in that shit. So people that, I'm not going to apologize for that, but people that, Francis, how are you, babe? People that do that, like say they're only paying $15 or $20, like a good quality t-shirt, is probably going to cost $20. A good quality t-shirt might cost, I know. By the time you're done, if you want it done right, you don't want no bullshit fucking iron on, excuse my language. So let's say the t-shirt costs $30, $27, let's say that, $26, because it's done right, it looks nice, any color you want, it's stitched, whatever. So if it's $26, $24, my cost, our cost, why would I come on and try to sell it for $50, $40? People do that, and they get, because they made a business out of it, and God bless them, good for them. But I don't believe that's not what we're about. If we can make $5 on the shirt, that's great, because that goes towards the show. Which, listen, nothing we do is ever going to change my tax bracket or any of our tax brackets. It's the truth. I mean, unless it's going to change the tax bracket, I don't get the point. My name is more important to me than a dollar. It's always been that way, even through all the other stuff. It's always been that way. Yeah, you're hungry and you're out there hustling, no doubt, and you're making money. But like, to quote Jimmy D, if he had a large pie, everybody had a slice. And that's it. So we rolling. OG Mike has hit me up. Rock out, brother. He must have saw it, Mikey boy. Yeah, we just talk. We're shooting this shit. Yeah. I want listen. We don't want something that we're gonna putting a freaking dryer and it's done. So there's many companies I mean, I just told you about this other thing, but with the T-shirts and stuff, there's a company called Branded Bills. I mean, it's high quality. I don't know if we go that high, but it's really quality. I would try to choose, and then I have friends in the industry, but it wouldn't be set up e-commerce that way. So it would have to be some, Printify. There's somebody I never really seen their stuff. A lot of people use that Printify with e-commerce. I think it's just a basic. If you know, you got, I'm that way. If we're gonna sell something, I don't care if we're selling it for $20, $30, $40. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. That's all. Especially our name's attached to it. So, and nobody's ever going to say, you imagine this for $2 or a piece. No. I'd rather give it away than have somebody say, because you know what? People are going to talk anyway, no matter what. I learned that many, many years ago. When I was in the carpet industry and I had companies. So you get somebody, a neighbor or a friend of a friend, and says, I need my building done or my house done or whatever. I send my guys there, you take care of them, give them a great price. And you know what? You find out 2 weeks later that you saved the guy 2,000-3,000, no doubt. And they're going to talk and bitch and moan anyway and think they got robbed. So I had a cousin that was phenomenal in the carpet industry. Phenomenal. And he told me years and years ago, before I went into the industry, he said, Craig, let me tell you something. And it was really when I was, just trying to make a dollar, and I would go kick in a room or put some flooring down in anybody's house just on a Saturday to make a few dollars. He'd say, I don't give a shit who it is. They're going to say you robbed them, or they could have got a better price somewhere else. So whatever it is you got to get for the day, figure it out. You better get it, because let me tell you, they're going to talk about you anyway. And I got to tell you, I never wanted to believe that, but it's so freaking true. So that's why I like to be uber transparent. Uber transparent. So like I don't believe I have to, but I would be that person. Here's what we pay. Here's what we charge. This is what they take. This is what it costs. This is what the show makes out of it and goes towards the show. Almost like everybody should get a P&L, right? A profit and loss statement. Another big one, huh? I had to learn that too when I was managing the crews at the hotel. So yeah, I think transparency stops bullshit, and people will cry about bullshit. I don't care if it's a piece of bubble gum, So I'd rather be uber transparent when you don't have to. But no, I'd rather be that way. So why is Craig charging $20 for this mug? I could get that mug for $8. No, you can't. That mug's made in Italy. I'm just using this as a reference. Here's what we pay for the mug. Here's what the printing costs for the mug. We made $2.50 on the mug. That's my point. Ghost, my brother, what's happening? What's happening, Ghost? It's good to see you, my man. I hope all is well. They just got. I'm on. We should have called it Sunday Night Rant with Craig. I was playing weatherman for a little bit, my brother. But I don't. I don't know who gets up early. I used to be up. I used to have to leave at 4:30 in the morning. I used to leave here, this block, at 4:30 in the morning to be in Manhattan. I started at 6 a.m. So I used to be out of here early, but it's been a long time. But since I've left the house at 4:30 in the morning, but even when I got up at 4:30 in the morning, I wasn't a person that could fall asleep at 9 o'clock at night. I'd be up till hey, my man, what's up, Gerard? My man, 50 grand. Till Jimmy around you, 50 grand now. But yeah, I used to, 4:30 in the morning. I still went to bed. I couldn't sleep. My brain never shuts off. So I'd still go to bed at, honestly, if 4 hours sleep was sufficient, I would survive on 4 hours sleep. But it's no good. No good, especially as you get older. I mean, I still, you know, you know, yeah, sleeping is tough, but it is what it is. But yeah, 4 hours is, I'm not a fucking sleep doctor. I can't tell people, but yeah, I would survive on 4 hours of sleep, and it's a shitty feeling, right? It's a shitty feeling when you're sucking wind at come noontime because you haven't slept for 2 days or whatever it is, and it's not because you were junked up on anything or just because you couldn't sleep. I think the longest I went, no, I don't think, I know. The longest I went was almost 4 days, 3.5 days. I went 3.5 days without sleeping. And that particular time, um, my wife was calling doctors every 20 minutes. It was like they were real worried. But I understood. It got so bad with wanting to fall asleep that um, I understood later on, like, how torturous sleep deprivation must be when they do that to somebody. You hear the stories of the World War and all that, and maybe it still goes on, whatever. But nothing worse than being deprived of 3.5 days. Let me tell you, at that mark, I remember it wasn't good, and I became a different person because of no sleep. And you're laying in your room, and the lights are off. Everybody's trying to be quiet, praying. I fall asleep, and it ain't happening. And there's no medications being taken because I was refusing. And long story short, thank God, I fell asleep. But it was 3.5 days. But I remember thinking at that mark that it was so bad that there weren't good thoughts, and they weren't good thoughts. They were. I get it. I understand that you could become a different. You won't care about none. I'll just say that. You know. I remember thinking, I'll never. I don't want to go too deep on it, but I'll just say this. I'll leave it at this. I remember thinking, and I've shared this with many, and many know it. I went, when it happened, and that was probably about 8 years ago. I remember thinking on like that 3.5 day mark was probably about 11 o'clock at night. I still hadn't slept, and my wife kept checking on me, and I remember thinking in my head, never thought about hurting myself. Would never, that's a punk move. But I did say to myself, you know what? If something was to happen to me, in my head I'm thinking, if something was to happen to me, it's got to be better than this, because this is fucking torture. 3.5 days. It was torture. That's how ornery it was. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was beyond that. So I don't know how we just went from wanting you guys to get a good night's sleep to me going into a whole fucking story. Boy. Yo, OG Mike, my man, my brother, what's up? My good morning, my Sid Leon. Hey, Mikey, here's another one. So we got over here, it's probably a nappy thing, another non thing. All those Sicilians, we call them Sigis. Was he a Sigi? Me and Sicilian, as you know, but that's not a good one. But you're my Sicilian brother. What's up, Mikey? Hope all is good, my brother. Hope all is good. I don't know, OG. I came on. I like to check in on my crew. I was playing weatherman for a little while, but Mike, you give me a little time, and what was that saying? I don't know if 1010 wins. Anybody had it? It was a big station here in New York. It used to start off by saying, "You give me 10 minutes, we'll give you the world." And had this crazy. I don't know if anybody's ever heard 1010 wins, but some dude used to come on and say, and I just remember always said, I hated it as a kid. I used to hear it. You give us 10 minutes and we'll give you the world. Well, You give me 45 minutes and I'll give you some shit. So, but that's that. And that's my story. Yo, you got it, Mikey? Yeah? You remember that? 10 wins? You give me, what was it? Yo, no, you give me 22 minutes and I'll give you the world or some shit like that. But yeah, yep. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, OG, that what you told me, yo, we're gonna do that. I hope some of our people, hey, anybody, whoever's out there on our show that's with us, part of our group, go check out Mikey, man. I don't, I'm bad, especially on the phone, dropping links. Go subscribe to his show. OG Mike is the man, a brother. Come on, you guys know how I am. I don't talk to dudes that are fake to funk. I don't. If you're not 100, I'll run from you. So we've done some things together about Italian culture, and we're going to go into other stuff. And Mikey, that idea is awesome. And I have so many people in that thing, that area, and so many great places here that I swear by. And that's what makes it interesting, And yeah, I can do crazy shit, man. I'll go on location for you, start talking to the owners, breaking balls. We'll watch them make some stuff for us. I'll make you hungry. Nah, you're my man. You know that, bro. Come on. You're my man. Win, lose, or draw. There's an old saying, Mikey. Win, lose, or draw. You're still my horse. Some say, well, horse, I'm nobody's horse. It's a term of endearment. Yeah, Davey, tell Mike how bad I am with dropping links, especially on the cell phone. And I can't believe, OG, you don't have a wrench. What? I'm on the cell phone. I don't know how to do it, Mike. Hold on a minute, man. Nah. My girl, Davey, I don't know how to freaking do it. How do I get my, I'm on the cell. I don't know how to do it, man. Oh, OG, come on, talk. Oh, and it's moderator. I got it. Oh, you guys are going to be proud of me. You guys are going to be proud of me. OG, the next thing you type in, watch how you're going to be proud of me, OG. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Broccoli rabe, chicken cutlet, fresh mozzarella, semolina bread with maybe some cherry peppers or roasted peppers. I'm not sure. OG, I was just saying, tonight I had amazing, the gravy, remember I was gravy sauce. I was telling everybody, gravy sauce, the disagreement. The gravy was so dark tonight, my wife, from 8 o'clock this morning, the meatballs were so soft, the braciole she made was like, it was falling. She didn't need toothpicks. Remember I told you about the toothpicks or the rope they used to tie them in? As a kid, I used to freaking eat wood. They stab them in the braciole. I'm telling you, the sausage, the braciole, unbelievable. The macaroni, OG, not pasta, the macaroni. Forget about it. Forget about it. At this time, I'm going to go upstairs when I'm done. And guess what? Yep, I'm going to have another bowl and another piece of bread. Lee Harris, how are you? Welcome to the reality report. All that matters is the truth. Right? Lee, we're the non-bullshit show. We're the non-bullshit show. And neither is my man OG Mike, neither is my man Stacks, whatever. I got love for other people too, but whatever. I can't think of any other creators right now, whatever. But that's what I think of. My man Gork with his football, it is what it is. But everything else can walk, especially bullshit, and the truth talks, and that's what we do. No, I didn't write that, and that just came out. I'm good like that. I eat, yeah, Mikey, I know you're eating good. I ate so much. Stuffed shells, you see. Ladies and gentlemen, us gindaloons, that's another New York word, Mike. Us gindaloons, all we do on Sundays is eat. Mikey says pasta. I'll go with him today. All we do is eat pasta from when we're babies to the day we die. Sunday is macaroni and pasta day. And it seems like it still is. Sometimes we switch up now, but it still is. Yeah, Francis, you gotta laugh, right? We gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. And then tomorrow, I don't know, it's probably Sunday's a good day. That's why I really try to eat as much as I can, because Monday they starve me around here. So I'll probably have Campbell's soup. We eat good every day. That's right. Every day, God is good. We eat good. Try to anyway. As long as you got a full belly and a bed and a warm bed and a roof over your head, yeah, it's nice to have nice things, but really, it's nice to have nice things and a lot of things, but when it comes down to it, food in the refrigerator, shoes on your feet, roof over your head, you're all right. Some people that don't have that. Actually, there's many. So, but I don't want to end on that note. I'm going to say peace. Love you guys. I've been way too long. My wife probably thinks I'm having an affair because I've been gone for an hour. She's hot-tempered anyway, so I'm going to get some matzah, Mikey, when I go upstairs. So, I'm like, you guys be good. Tomorrow, we'll shout out. Mikey, I told you, whatever you want to do. The only thing, Thursday's no good for me because I got to go. I know if I say the word court, everybody's going to think I got in trouble. No, it's actually some other bullshit. It's nothing to do with trouble, but I got to go to court on Thursday. So right away, when I tell somebody I got to go to court, oh my God, what happened? Nothing happened. I got to go to court. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. But you know what? You know, history, people don't forget it. You know, past issues. Nobody forgets it. But anyway, you guys be good. Love you guys. All right, Davey. Remember, Davey, midday, 1 o'clock every day. Okay, you know, we'll change it. We have to. Tuesday, we got a good conversation with a dear friend, a kid like a son. I'll say it. He overdosed 14 times and lived, and he's here to tell his journey. He's going to share that with us Tuesday. We got Danny Giancola. Then I'll jump over to Mikey's. Maybe after court, Mikey will do it. Hopefully Thursday will be a good day. I'm going to get some good news. And so why don't anybody out there that really cares about Craig Gatto, and I believe you guys do, say a little prayer and say pray for a good day in court for me on Thursday. And someday I'll explain what court was about. Maybe I'll go live in court. Maybe I'll see how the judge feels about that. All right. And Mikey, OG, I'm going to tell you right now, OG, you know we keep it 100. The way you did that Redbone video, I think is awesome. I love it. My people will tell you we've been trying to do music for the longest. You know I love music. My crew loves music. Your crew probably loves music. And you know what? I figured out a way. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. I kept getting shut down. They would shut us off midstream. Davey will tell you, guys will tell you, they would shut our show off in the middle of the show. I could never put music up, and they would copyright me and take it down. So then I figured out a way, but now you put that Redbone out, I got to ask you permission out of respect. Mikey, do you have a problem with us doing music reviews and video reviews? If you do, I understand, and I won't do them. And I think more people on YouTube should do shit like that, but people don't. But anyway, we're gonna do it. I know you do it in short form. We'll probably do it more long form. We'll do 5, 6 at a time, breakdown. And you know, I want people to send in requests of music that I don't know. So I'll probably have to start out with shit that I do know. But you know, I got a large catalog. Yeah, you know, Mikey. But no, I'm serious though. In a way, no. Yeah, I'm joking, but not really. Nah. I think that's a douche move. You know how many times I've just casually have said something, and the next thing you know, somebody's doing a video about it. It's like wax. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, good. You got to give me some tips because I'm terrible, bro. You got to see what. Oh my God. But yeah, that's our thing. But anyway, you guys be good. I love you, Mikey. You figure out a day. We do that. I'll be busy all week. You ever get time, Mikey? I know it's early in the morning for you. Well, it's 1 o'clock. If I go on 1, it's 12, 11. It's probably 11 in the morning. You got your hands full. I'm trying to be live midday. And then I got a great story that's going to go to Patreon. If you're there, Mike, you'll see that I put some pictures up with some things there. It's a deep story I would never tell on YouTube. But anyway, you guys have a great night. Love you all. Be safe. Be good. Snowing here in New York. My hands are frozen. I can now, I don't want to say this, but I will say it because I'm freezing. My nipples are so hard I could cut glass. I could open up soup can with my nipples. That's how cold it is out here. All right, I know that's colorful and tasteless, but if you got a cheap laugh out of that, I'm glad. You guys have a good night. All right, good, Davey. You guys be well, and remember, never pick up any wooden nickels. Love you. Later. Peace. Oh, gee.